Magandang araw. Ito po ang Breaking Maritime News. Tututok tayo ngayon sa isang medical emergency na naganap sa isang Royal Caribbean cruise ship habang ito ay nasa laot. Isang sunog ang sumiklab sa engine room at agad itong nagdulot ng iba't ibang medical emergencies, mula sa minor injuries hanggang sa life-threatening respiratory conditions. Paano nga ba ito na-manage ng crew at medical team? Ano ang mga dapat gawin para maiwasan at ma-handle ng tama ang ganitong sitwasyon? Dumako tayo kay Juris De Leon. Juris?
Salamat, Mariela. Alas 2 ng hapon habang naglalayag ang barko sa karagatang Caribbean, nakitaan ng makapal na usok mula sa engine room. Ilang minuto lang, activated na ang fire alarm system.
Captain, engine room 2 is on fire. I repeat, engine fire detected. Requesting emergency response team now.
Fire drill team to station. Evacuate deck 3. Initiate medical standby at deck 5 infirmary.
Kakibat ng sunog, ilang pasahero ang naapektuhan. May ilan na nainhale ang usok at may iba namang nadapa o nasaktan habang nagmamadaling lumikas.
Then, mag-triage protocol na tayo. Gamitin na natin yung start system. Tsaka hiwalin na natin yung mga hirap huminga, yung mga naka-red tag. Okay. Marami kasing pasyente tayo na hirap huminga talaga eh.
Okay pala, gagawin ko.
Sa emergency situations tulad nito, mahalaga ang triage system para matukoy kung sino ang dapat unahin. Red tag, immediate, pasaherong may second or third degree burns, nahirapang huminga at nawalan ng malay. Pangalawa, ang yellow tag o delayed, may mild burns o nasugatan sa evacuation pero stable. Green tag o sa minor, walking wounded or may minor abrasions at mild anxiety. Ang black tag naman, ang expectant, ay critical ang condition or unlikely to survive without advanced care.
Sir, are you okay?
I can't breathe.
Okay, let me check your O2 sat right now. Oh no, your O2 sat is dropping. I'm gonna prepare the oxygen kit for you. Sir.
Maraming kaso ng smoking inhalation. Unang treatment dyan ay oxygen therapy, monitoring ng vitals, at airway management kung kinakailangan.
Ayon sa mga medical officer, ito ang mga naging karaniwang medical cases. Una, smoke inhalation. Posibleng magdulot ng hypoxia, confusion, or loss of consciousness. Pangalawa, burns. Lalo na sa mga crew na nasa engine area. Pangatlo, anxiety and panic attacks. Lalo na sa mga matatanda at ang panghuli, sprains and fractures dahil sa mabilisang evacuation.
Ma'am, how are you feeling? Okay, let me check your pulse rate right now. Okay, you're tachycardic, ma'am. Okay, patient 2 experiencing dizziness and palpitations. Ma'am, this might be an anxiety-induced attack. I need you to take deep breaths.
To prevent medical disasters during onboard fires, we always perform regular safety drills involving both fire and medical response. We also do continuous first aid training to all of our crew.
You need to check his breathing. No blockage. Take out the blocking object in his mouth. And position yourself in his side. And with your right or...
And to have easily accessible medical kits for each deck, as well as backup oxygen tanks and burn treatment kits. And lastly is to clear emergency codes so that we all know what to do.
May pre-positioned triage zones rin po ba kayo, di ba?
Yes, we have pre-assigned wherein ilalagay na namin yung ilang triage areas depending on the location of the fire.
Communication and coordination is the key. Ipinasa agad sa bridge ang status report, kaya mabilis ang aming decision making. So, we activated the onboard medical emergency immediately.
The fire started due to an overheated component. Na-control naman agad dahil functional ang suppression system, pero the medical side was just as crucial.
Sa loob ng 2 oras na clear ang fire zone, pero nagpatuloy pa rin ang medical monitoring sa ilang pasahero na na-expose sa usok at stress.
Hindi lang physical injuries ang kanilang concern. Marami sila dito ay shaken. Kaya kailangan binibigyan dapat namin ng physiological aid, emotional support, breathing exercises, counseling, at reassurance.
So habang ina-assess ang mga pasahero, tinitiyak din natin meron silang sapat na pagkain at tubig dahil dehydration and exhaustion can worsen anxiety.
Ensure drinkable water supply on all decks and proper sanitation. Cleanup teams are also clearing smoke residue to prevent contamination.
Kasabay ng psychological support, ipinamahagi rin ng crew ang bottled water at light snacks at siniguradong ligtas ang pagkain at kalinisan ng paligid.
Nahilo po talaga ako and nag-panic nang nag-alarm. Buti na lang merong medical crew na lumapit agad sa amin para ikalma kami and mag-deep breathing.
Matapos ang insidente, agad na nagsagawa ng medical debriefing at incident review ang ship management. Una, anong equipment ang gumana? Pangalawa, gaano kabilis ang response time? Pangatlo, ilang pasyente ang na-manage within the first hour? At ang panghuli, may kailangan bang idagdag sa onboard medical supplies, Doctor?
Bale, recommendation namin ay dagdagan ang mga oxygen tanks, mga burn kits, at saka syempre, yung psychological first aid para sa aming crew.
Buti na lang trained sila at hindi kami pinabayaan. Very organized.
Sa kabila ng panganib, naging matagumpay ang emergency response ng Royal Caribbean ship, lalo na sa medical aspect. Ito ay dahil sa tamang triage protocols, sapat na medical resources at mabilis na aksyon ng crew. Sa mga cruise ships at maritime vessels, ang pagiging handa sa medical emergencies ay dapat kasing halaga ng pag-iwas sa sunog. Mula sa Breaking Maritime News, ako po si Mariela Dating. Stay alert, stay safe, and stay prepared.